Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to New Japan Wrestling Kingdom 14, Night 2. This was a okay event. It wasn't actually as good as Night 1. I don't know why. I guess maybe because it was dragged out to another night and so forth. But they had some good matches. It was an overall decent show. Had a lot of title changes. I had a lot of fun watching some of them. Some of them I didn't care too much for. Some of them were just average. So let's go over them. The retirement match with Jushin Thunder Liger. I didn't really watch this one. This match I actually skipped. This was his retirement match. They're having a ceremony for him tomorrow. So kudos to him and his career. He was absolutely fantastic. In his career, he performed in WCW for most of the time in the United States and spent the rest of his time in New Japan Wrestling, I believe, performing there. He had a hell of a fucking career, especially in the light heavyweight division, cruiserweight, junior heavyweight, whichever way you want to call it. So he had a very good career. Unfortunately, lost in his retirement match. So that's pretty much that. We then had the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles on the line, which is actually not showcased a lot on these events, especially for me, based on the events I've watched. I have not seen them showcased very often. But we had Bullet Club with El Phantasmo and Taiji Ashimori defending their tag team titles against Roppongi 3K, Sho and Yo with Rocky Romero. This was a nice little start to the championship matches that came about. I thought it was a pretty solid, good match. Very fun, entertaining shit. I give this match a 3.5 out of 5 stars. We then had Zack Sabre Jr. defending his British Heavyweight Championship from Rev Pro against Sonata. This matchup was okay as well. I didn't have any beef with it. It was an average match, 3 out of 5 stars. Pretty decent. Nothing to cry home about, though, but it was an okay matchup. I didn't have too many complaints about it. The way I felt on it, it was a pretty good little technician wrestling going on. Sonata, I had no belief that he was going to win that match. We had the IWGP United States Championship match with Jon Moxley and Juice Robinson. Now, this did surprise me. I was a little shocked that Jon Moxley retained the IWGP Heavyweight U.S. Championship. I was a little scratching my head at that one. So now he's going to defend that title from now on while he's still working in AEW. That should be interesting. This match, I'll say, it was a 3.5 out of 5 stars. One of the things that stuck out at me like a sore thumb, which in a good way, was actually Minoru Suzuki, one of their hard-hitting wrestlers in their company, is actually showed up and confronted Jon Moxley, and Jon Moxley was willing to give him a title match right then and there, but the referee refused to make it official, so the match never came about. This match is probably going to be scheduled, it should be scheduled as a main event for some secondary type pay-per-view type of event, I think. I mean, these two guys could pull off a good main event matchup against each other. I think they would do great against one another. But yeah, Jon Moxley did retain his U.S. Championship against Juice Robinson, and I give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Minoru Suzuki showing up and confronting Jon Moxley, I'm going to give that as my moment of the night. There was a showing from Kenta later on in the show, which I'll get into, but Kenta defended his never openweight championship title, whatever you want to say, against Haruki Goto. Now, this match, I'm going to say to you guys, was close to the match of the night. This was definitely a very good match. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. Very good action. These guys were stiff, hard-hitting, and everything in between. And then finally Goto ends the match with his finishing maneuver and gets the 1, 2, 3 and walks away the new never openweight champion. From there we had Jay White going one-on-one with Kody Obuchi, which actually had the spot of the night. It was a Yuki... I forgot the damn name of it. It's like a rock bottom. A Yoki driver. He goes ahead and Jay White has Obuchi on the top rope. And they perform a Yurakuji or some kind of shit. He basically has him in like the rock bottom type form. And he goes ahead with his back. Jay White's back is turned to the ring while Obushi's facing the ring. He takes him and Uragi. He performed a Uragi. Finally, I remember the fucking name of the move. Uragi. And he goes ahead and does that move while spinning in midair and slamming his opponent onto the mat, which Obuchi almost landed on his fucking neck. It was extremely dangerous spot, and that's why I'm saying that is the spot of the night. Jay White did walk away with the victory against Obuchi, and Jay White fucked over Obuchi. I will add this. Obuchi was buried in this event. This show buried Obuchi. He had everything going for him. I don't see the fucking point of Obuchi being buried like this. He should at least beat Jay White. Jay White losing 2 matches in a row wouldn't bother him. It wouldn't faze him as an in-ring competitor. Him winning this match against Obuchi and Obuchi losing 2 matches in a row, to me it's like they're punishing him or burying this motherfucker. This guy can't even fucking pick up a real solid victory and win something that is very, very important. I don't get it. I thought it was fucking a ripoff right then and there for Obuchi to get fucking screwed over again and lose another match in a row. Fuck. Following that match, and oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this match was a 3.5 out of 5. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was a good matchup, nonetheless, based off of my opinion, but still, the Ibushi losing, I thought, sucked. Jericho going one-on-one, Hiroshi Tanahashi. If Tanahashi was to win, he would get a World Championship match opportunity against AEW's Chris Jericho. Well, I am thankful to say I'm very happy that Tanahashi lost this match to Jericho by submission, may I add, with the Lion Tamer. He first had him in the Walls of Jericho, but eventually put him in the Lion's Tamer and got him to tap out because he torqued his back so severely he could have broke his fucking back. Literally. But Jericho manages to win this match, not having to defend his championship whatsoever, which thankfully they made the right decision on that one. I was really concerned about that. This matchup was a 3.5 out of 5 stars. The match was kind of slow, but given the fact that these two guys are old and on the end of their career pretty much, still performing at a high level nonetheless, but they move a little bit slower than they used to, they did a good job. So I really have no complaints on this match whatsoever. I kind of expected the kind of... and not to mention the match went over 20 minutes. So for them to do that and at the age that they're at, kudos to those guys. They did a good job. The match of the night, though, match of the night, no. The match of the night, though, was the unification of the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Naito defeated Okada in 35 minutes. Now, this matchup was the match of the night, and I'm going to say why. One, they made the right fucking decision on who won this match. Two, they were hard-hitting as a motherfucker, blasting each other. I think even Okada may have sustained a concussion during this match. It was that fucking bad. They killed it, the both of them. They did a great job, and pretty much, if you saw 2018's match at Wrestle Kingdom 2 years ago, it was pretty much very similar to this, only this time Naito wins the match and beats Okada. And I would have been pissed if they didn't go with that. Because if Naito was to lose to Okada again for a second time, I would have been pissed off about it. But thankfully, that was not the case. To me, Okada and Naito are like Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali in New Japan Wrestling. These guys have had a series of matches with each other over the last 3 years. 2016, 2018, and now 2020. And these guys have competed 3 different times, Okada winning 2 out of the 3. And Naito is just fucking finally have a victory over Okada in a great fashion. This match was 5 out of 5 stars. Hands down, no doubt about it, the match of the night. Now, after the match ended, as I mentioned earlier, I mentioned that Kenta actually got involved in the end of the match with Naito. Naito actually got attacked by Kenta. Kenta beat the shit out of him. Now, I'm assuming, because I kind of turned it off before the whole thing ended because I was just tired out from watching it. I almost watched the full 5 hours. The only match that I skipped was the opening match, which was that tag team match with Juice and Thunder Liger. Other than that, the rest of the show, I fucking watched from beginning to end. So I watched pretty much the full 5 hours of the show. And I was just tired of watching it. I just wanted to come here, do this review, give you guys my opinions on it, and be able to relax and enjoy the NFL playoffs today. So, bottom line, this match stole the show. Naito facing Kenta for a World Championship match or the IWGP Intercontinental title. I'm totally all for it. I think that would be a great match. I think Kenta is, at this point in time, worthy enough for a World Championship opportunity. I think he is good enough and ready to go for a main event shot. Him winning the title, I totally disagree with that idea. But for him to be in the world title picture, I'm okay with that. I think he will do a good job in this opportunity. And if he shows he's excelled in a moment like that, and he can make you believe that he's got a shot at winning, by all means, eventually down the line, maybe look into the fact of giving him the World Championship on top of it. But at this point, I think it should be a test run to see how Kenta would do against Naito if they go along with that idea. But that's pretty much it. That's the show, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. And leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you on that. And I thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great night. Bye.